ain't been live on the phone in a minute, but it's time I cook it up. It's time I cook it up. I ain't been live on the phone in a minute. It's time to cook it up. It's time to cook it up. Nah, for real though. For real though. I ain't been live on the. Why is there a long piece of hair in my shit? Oh my god. I know who. I don't even know. Anyways. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know if niggas gonna rattle in here or not. I already know niggas gonna see it though. They gonna be like, oh, this nigga went live. Let me go and see what he was talking about. But you already know how I gotta start off. Peace to the guys and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors, chiefs, chiefs, and priests of the motherfucking land. I hope you're having a great cosmic night, great cosmic day, depending on when you catch or see this live video after it's done. It's been a minute since I went live on the phone like this. You feel me? I finally got this phone now. I don't know why I ain't think about it sooner. I don't know why I ain't think about it sooner. Like, damn, I can go live on my Android now. It's because, you know, my iPhone be fucking up. Every time I get to talking shit on that iPhone, every time I get to talking shit on YouTube live on my iPhone, that hoe start tweaking. So now that I got the Android, we can go crazy with this bitch. Now I can go back crazy with my live streams on the phone again. Because, like, I like going live on the PC. Don't get me wrong. But, like, really, I like going live on the phone, though. Because, like, I could just, whatever on my chest, I could just go up that hoe. You feel me? The only time I really like going live on the phone, the only time I like going live on the PC is when a nigga finna, you know, show y'all a bunch of shit, you know. I can still show y'all a bunch of shit now that I got my, you know, this phone, my PC right here, so. But yeah, that alien propaganda ain't working, though. Yeah. That hantavirus propaganda ain't working, huh, CIA? It ain't working, is it? FBI? It ain't working, is it? Mossad? It ain't working too good, ain't it? It ain't working too good. It's not working too good. I'm gonna be above 50 with you. All that propaganda they trying to pull right now, it's not working too good. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not. That ain't hitting no shit. Because let's get into it, right? Okay, so of course we got a bunch of shit going on, right? You know, we got the hantavirus shit. I'm not even worried about that. Like I told niggas in my last video about the hantavirus, bro. Nigga, if humans can survive the Black Plague, nigga, we can survive anything, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we can survive the Black Plague, we shouldn't fear no virus. I'm gonna be honest with you. We shouldn't fear no virus because the Black Plague is probably one of the worst plagues or the worst illnesses that you can get on this planet outside of cancer. Luckily, cancer is not a infectious virus though. So yeah, with the hantavirus shit, the hentai virus, whatever you want to call it, hentai, that shit right there is just fake. I'm gonna be honest with you. They trying to scare niggas because, like I told y'all, yesterday in my video from yesterday, they're trying to put fear in people because they see y'all waking up. That's the only reason that hantavirus shit going viral. That shit, bro. We don't be scared of that shit. Like I said, if humans can survive the Black Plague, nigga, it shouldn't be no virus that we fear on this earth. But with the alien shit though, now they so-called just released a bunch of UFO files and shit like that. But this is why I love the people. Niggas don't give a fuck about them UFO files. Where's the Epstein shit at? Everybody still want the Epstein shit. And I'm glad nobody forgot. I'm thinking niggas forgot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought niggas really was like brushing that shit off to the side, niggas forgetting about it. But you know, they came so hard with the UFO files. Like, bro, we been known, like we don't really give a fuck. And see, people would say we desensitized. It's not the fact that people are desensitized to aliens. It's the fact that if there is a higher advanced species here, that means you've been watching all this fuck shit going on for this whole time. You just as bad as these niggas. You just as bad as the elites. I'm gonna be real. Any motherfucking being up in them crafts, we shouldn't even be worried about them because they've been watching all this shit for this long and ain't did shit. Suck my nuts. I'm gonna be honest with you. Suck my nuts. So yeah, you know, they released that shit. And like, you know, it's all over my fucking Instagram and YouTube, but you still got people out here in the comments saying we don't give a fuck. Where's them Epstein files? Where's them fucking Epstein files? Them Epstein files. If Nick, you got to think about this. If the government is willing to, show you that, this shit is like a cartoon, bro. This shit is like a cartoon. They're willing to show you beings that ain't even from our planet before they show you what's in the Epstein file. I gotta take my shirt off for this. Hold on. I'm getting a little heated, cuz. But you gotta think on how crazy that shit is, gang. Niggas would rather tell you, yeah, it's beings from a planet that ain't from here, or from a different dimension, or P-52s and P-47s, that bullshit. You know, it's beings from our Earth, but from the future. They would rather show you that than what's in those Epstein files on what happened to children. Let that sink in. Them Epstein files gotta be insane. And I already told niggas, this is why they trying to hurry up this alien shit out. Because with this alien shit, they can paint the narrative on how they want to. When they start showing you the actual species of these beings, they go, oh yeah, these beings cool, we connected to them, we already done scientific experiments, blah 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 blah. They're gonna try to paint the narrative as these beings are good, and then it's gonna be another group of beings, and they're gonna be like, these beings is bad. And you already know the Luciferian perspective. Anything they tell you is good is bad, anything they tell you is bad is good. So that's why they trying to hurry up and roll out this alien shit, because they also know, like, they still got to release them full files, because they have no choice. It's universal law that they have to let the people know what has been done to them. No matter how much they try to hide it or try to, like, make us forget about it, it's not going to work. People is on that shit. So now that people is staying on that shit, they got to come with that shit. And this is the part that's going to fuck a lot of people up. When they release the rest of them Epstein files, niggas is going to see all the rituals that they were doing to summon these entities, or because you know everybody's saying that these aliens and shit, fallen angels, they're demons, da 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 da, right? And I'm gonna be real to you. Any being that you see out here, right? Or like any being that ain't human. How the fuck we just jumped from 2 to 7? My viewers is just jumping. What happened to the one viewer that was just watching me? Like, anyways, Pretty Roosevelt said hi. What's up though? So like I was saying, any being that they show you that's not human, bro, doesn't mean it's a demon. I'ma just say that. Not everything that's out there that doesn't look human means it's a fallen angel or it's a demon. But I will say this. Them shits they keep showing y'all. Let me pull up a picture of it, because I'm glad I'm on YouTube live right now. Let me show y'all a picture of this shit. Hold on real quick. Because these P-52s and P-47s, that bullshit, the grays, whatever you want to call these motherfuckers, bro. The shit that they showing y'all right now. Hold on. P-52 and P-47. Everybody Googling this shit. The terms P-52 and P-47s refer to a niche modern UFO theory proposing that gray aliens are not. Y'all, look what the fuck y'all did to the internet. Look what the people did. People that have searched this shit up so much. Like, bro, people have searched this shit up so much. AI had to create an over. This shit was not here last week. I swear to God. This shit right here, this AI overview shit was not here last week. So let's read this, right? Monica, how many 100% humans live on this earth? I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, how many humans live? 100% humans, real humans? I mean, if we being honest, bro, I say about like a cool 45%, maybe 50%. I take that back. I'll bump it up to 60. But where your shirt go? Don't worry about that. So the terms P-52s, P-47s. Hey, look, all y'all silly motherfuckers, don't leave this hoe now. I'm only speaking to the ones that's trying to really figure out what the fuck going on. So look, the terms P-52s and P-47s refer to a niche modern UFO theory proposing that gray aliens gray aliens are not extraterrestrials, but rather human descendants returning from the future, based on claims attributed to the researcher Amy Eskridge. This the bitch. Hold on, can I pull this shit up real quick? Hold on, I gotta set my phone down real quick. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna pull this. I'm finna pull up the gray aliens, and I'm gonna pull up the bitch that made this shit go viral. Hold on, Amy Eskridge. I don't even wanna. I ain't gonna lie. Amy Eskridge. She might be some milk I would risk it for. I'm not gonna lie to you, but let me stay on focus. Let me stay on focus. And then gray aliens. Gray aliens. All right. So right now we got the P-52. So the Amy Eskridge, this is the lady right here. This the lady y'all been seeing going viral all over the internet. What's good, So Truth? I see you up in here. I see you up in here, my guy. Late to the party? No, you not, nigga. You just got here for the sauce. You just got here, nigga. We just kicking it in. But this is the female y'all see going viral all over the internet right now because she was talking about these fucking things. These fucking things. Look, they trying to remove it. When I used to Google this, oh, let me just do P-52s. Maybe it'll come up. Oh wow, P-52s and P-47s. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. This is the. Can we get like a bear? Somebody said the future is chopped. Nigga said the future is chopped. On God though. So she's the one that exposed and released pictures. These are real pictures. These are not fake. These are not AI. These are actual, bro. See how they want to pull up pictures of planes and shit? They trying to erase this shit off the internet. That's wild. They're genuinely trying to erase this shit off the internet. Hold on, let me get a much closer. Here we go. This is better right here. So this picture is going viral all over the internet because Amy Eskridge, released these photos that she actually had. And if you notice, gray aliens, right? So what are gray aliens? Gray aliens are also known as grays or Zeta Reticulans. Now I want you to peep game. Zeta Reticulans. This is an actual star system. It's called Zeta Reticuli. Zeta Reticulans. That's the name for them, but their star system where they're from is called Zeta Reticuli. So peep gang, there's a reason why they putting this name on grays, Zeta Reticulans, because that's the constellation they're actually from. They not from no future. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think them niggas from a future Earth. I think something's much more sinister at play here. But it says grays are the most commonly reported beings in UFOlogy and abduction reports. Characterized by small bodies, large heads, smooth gray skin, and large black eyes. Widely considered the archetype of modern extraterrestrial depictions. So basically, this is the main type of motherfucking alien you gonna see that people know. You feel me? People only know this alien. When you go to a normal person in public or NPC and you start talking to them about aliens, this is the first image that comes to their head when they think of aliens. They don't think about the Draco reptilians. They don't think about the Pleiadians. It's another group of beings I'm thinking about, but I can't think of their name off the top of my head. But yeah, this is the main one that everybody thinks about and envisions in their head when you start talking to them about aliens. They are often linked to the cases like the 1947 Roswell crash, excuse me, which your government now admits it wasn't a weather balloon in 2026. That was an actual UFO that they're reverse engineering. And then 1961, the Betty and Barney Hill abduction. So, let me set this bitch down now. So now that I showed y'all that, right? So the woman that I showed y'all, she killed her. My bad. Over here, we don't use they reports. They clapped her. The niggas that didn't want that information out, which would be your 3-letter agencies and probably the fucking reptilians too, didn't want this shit out. They killed her in 2022. And we're just now finding out about her death 4 years later. Because this shit we didn't know nothing about Amy Eskridge in 2022. I mean, it's probably some diehard UFOologist people out there that knew about her dying, but it wasn't popularized as it should have been in 2022 because you had a whole bunch of other bullshit being popularized on the internet. So now 2026, this shit's get popularized. Now niggas find out she killed herself, but niggas like, damn. She killed herself in 2022. Why we just not finding about this? So she's the one that made this shit go viral. She's the one that made that shit go viral about the gray aliens, you know, in these P-52, P-47s. And they supposedly came from the future to come back to help. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that coming back to the future shit, I don't know. Some shit, I don't know. Cause I feel like if these niggas, like, let's make this make sense, right? If so-called future humans that don't fucking chop themselves, they so fucking ugly now because of all the technology and the nuclear shit they was doing, right? They come back from the future to our timeline and they're like, hey, They warn us, like, hey, don't do this because A, B, and C is gonna happen and you're gonna look like us. Like, ain't that's kind of fucking up the time paradox? Y'all know how time works. Like, basically, if I go back in time and I kill my granddaddy, that means I was never born. You see what I'm saying? So it's like no different than with the fucking P50. They're like, all these niggas came back in time to let humanity know about what the shit they doing, and they're trying to help fix themselves. So if the Greys are coming back to try to fix themselves, nigga, like, doesn't that like fuck up everything that we got going on now? This technology we never got, You get y'all get what I mean? You can't, certain shit you can't do in the past because it would fuck up the future and the present. Like, so that shit is too much confusion. And y'all already know Satan and Lucifer, one of his greatest abilities is the art of confusion. So when shit start getting like that with that, I'm like, okay, nah, that story fake. Them aliens is real, but they here for a different purpose. They not here from no fucking future to help some goddamn human. I highly doubt that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I highly doubt that. So, like I said, with that shit coming out, nobody gives a fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't give a fuck about the aliens. We want the Epstein files. But to get into this shit though, y'all gotta remember that these aliens play a part in this Epstein file shit though. And the reason why I say that is because that's why they going so hard to try to paint this alien narrative, because they hoping everybody will be glued on this shit and kind of forget about the Epstein files, where they can move and do some other big shit that'll continue to make you forget about it. But it ain't working, coach, because everybody is on a gamma frequency. Let me see if I can pull up the Schumann resonance real quick while I'm talking. But yeah, everybody's on that gamma frequency. Everybody's brain right now is except for the bots and the clones though. But every real soul and real spirit, everybody, them people, all our brains right now is on a gamma frequency or a gamma wave. Everybody brain is emitting gamma waves, and that means your brain has to reach a hertz of 30. I think it's 30 hertz or more. No, 33 hertz. So your brain has to be emitting 33 hertz or more for it to be on a gamma frequency, which means everybody is locked the fuck in. In other words, in hood terms, everybody locked in right now. Niggas is not backing down off this Epstein file shit. We're locked in. He said they show that in multiple movies, going back in time and messing up the future. Facts. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when they talk about these niggas came back in time from the future to help humans and to warn us because we gonna look like them. Yeah, you got me fucked up. No, that don't even sit right with me. That whole story don't even sit right with me. They been here and y'all trying to paint a narrative. So like I said, you know, with the Epstein file shit, people are y'all can call me crazy, but when the shit come out, people gonna be fucked up when they find out that these niggas was doing certain things to satiate these creatures. Because let's not forget the reptilians. Okay, if Greys is real, let's be honest now. Since Greys is real and aliens is real now, we reptilians, shape-shifting reptilians should not sound crazy to nobody no more. I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, reptilian shapeshifters, man, that sound crazy. But nigga, we over here looking at chopped aliens from 57,000. Come on, let's be real, gang. What sound more believable? Shape-shifting reptilians that been here on Earth longer than humans, and they've been living amongst humans, fucking up our society, keep, you know, eating off us and shit, or some chopped humans coming from 57,000 years in the future to nah, gang. So anyways, the reptilians is another extraterrestrial species that they're not gonna tell you yet. They don't want to tell you. They're gonna tell you about these Greys first. They might tell you about the Pleiadians. They might tell you about some other shit that we don't even know about yet. But they holding back on telling you about these reptilians, because if they come out telling you that these reptilian shapeshifters is real, that's gonna fuck up the whole, like, everybody at one, like this. It's like this. If they was to come out today and be like, yeah, shapeshifter reptilians is real, everybody gonna be like, we knew it. That's what everybody gonna say. We gonna be like, we knew it. We knew y'all was eating our children. We knew y'all was working with them reptilians for that technology. We knew y'all didn't come up with this AI shit. It's gonna confirm a lot of shit for so many people across the world that's been having some kind of question like, okay, there's something else going on here. You see what I'm saying? There's something else going on here. You know, the Christians gonna be like, oh shit. You know, if they show you what these reptilians look like, they gonna be like, that's Satan. You feel me? Then the other people gonna be like, that's Iblis. And then, you know, everybody gonna be like, that's the devil. You see what I'm saying? That's what everybody gonna say. And then you got the people who not fucking brainwashed by religion, we gonna be like, oh, that's them reptoid boys. That's from the Draco constellation. We gonna already know what's up. So it's a reason why they would rather let you know about these grays before the reptilians. And the crazy part is David Icke, and who was the nigga that just died recently? David Wilcox. I think it's David Wilcox, but David Wilcox, he just died recently, and he was one of the main niggas speaking about reptilians. And then David Wilcox is another, no, David Icke, my bad. David Icke is another nigga that been speaking about reptilians since 2012. So that's what I'm saying. That's why they don't want to let this shit out right now. He said, hey, bro, I think Erica Kirk a Pleiadian. I ain't gonna lie. I think hold on, let me look at her real quick. I ain't gonna lie. Something about her don't sit right. Something about her don't sit right with me. I think Donald Trump a Pleiadian too. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Cause why that nigga orange? Like, why that nigga orange like that? That nigga orange and shit, he got them. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She definitely gotta be a Pleiadian. She definitely gotta be a Pleiadian. You wouldn't even tell. See, that's the thing about Pleiadians. They look just like white people. They look just like white people. But the crazy thing is, they not white people, though. They like androids. Pleiadians is like fucking androids designed to look like real humans. Like, think of the androids from Dragon Ball Z. Y'all know the android 18 and 17? That's exactly what the fuck the Pleiadians is. And they look just like white folks. But you wouldn't even be able to tell because, like I said, niggas don't know nothing about no Pleiadians. Niggas hear the word Pleiadian. They like, what the fuck is that? What's a who? A Pleiadian? Niggas gonna be like, what the fuck is that? So, yeah, I'm looking at pictures of Eric Kerr right now. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, you know, that's why they don't want to let let me show you, right? Eric Kerr. And they got so many movies about draconian reptilians. They got so many movies about draconian reptilians. Predator is one of them. Even though I feel like the Predator is about me and my people, Predator is one of them. When they show you how the nigga, he can go invisible. He see niggas with the thermal vision and shit like that. Like, they telling you everything about how the reptilians move, how they technology work, and how they can see. They can only see thermal vision and shit like that. And I think infrared vision too. So here it is right here, right? I got the overview right here. Oh, let me get my mouse. My bad. I'm using my finger. Let me get my mouse. So reptilian shapeshifters are central to a conspiracy theory alleging that alien lizard-like humanoids, reptoids, secretly control Earth by taking human form. Popularized by David Icke. This belief claims shape-shifting elites, including world leaders, are manipulating humanity, with some theories suggesting they hail from the Draco constellation or they could be, because I'm not going to say or are, that just don't sound right off the tongue. Or they could be interdimensional beings. So yeah, and the concept was heavily popularized in the late 1900s by David Icke, but that's cap. That's cap. I'm gonna show you the man. I'm gonna show you the man who told David Icke about reptilians. David Icke didn't even know who the fuck he didn't know nothing about a reptilian until he met this man right here. Hold on. I'm finna pull him up right now. Look at my phone trying to fall. Hold on, let me show you. This man right here. Y'all go watch his interviews. Fusama Zulu Credo Mutwa. Go watch his interviews. Credo Mutwa was a Zulu. Basically, he was a part of the Zulu tribe. Y'all know my nigga Shaka Zulu. Them Sun people. That's what the name. That's the real name for the Sun people. Hold on. Damn, he died in 2020. That's crazy. Credo Mutwa was a Zulu Sangoma from South Africa. He was known as an author of books that draw upon African mythology, traditional Zulu folklore, extraterrestrial encounters, and his own personal encounters. And David Icke went to meet with this man to speak about the reptilians. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the drawings. Oh wait, here we go, right here. Let me see the drawings he had. Where them bitches at? No. I think this custom. My bad. Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on, y'all. Let me type it in real quick. But it was this man right here, Credo Mutwa, that was telling him about the reptilians. And my bad. Here we go. Right here. There we go. He was telling them about the reptilians. This is what they look like. They have third eyes. Notice these reptilians. They have pineal glands. They do have pineal glands. These reptilians can do. So when you think about telekinesis, telepathy, remote viewing, astral traveling, what's another thing I'm thinking of? Oh, bending, manipulating the elements. These beings can do everything you can do, bro. Even though you can probably do it better than them. It's just right now we you know all the poison food and all that shit. It's got our power hindered. You feel me? It's like we being hindered. But once all this shit get released off of us, once all the chemtrails stop being put in the air, once all this technology go, our electromagnetic field will begin to expand where we can use all our abilities again. But these niggas, notice he drew them with a third eye. This is Credo Mutua. This is that interview. I was watching this interview when he was talking about these beings. And David Icke was listening to this nigga talk to him about these beings. And like I said, he drew them with a third eye. And he did that for a reason, because these beings can do the same thing. Them reptilians, why the fuck you think you be having nightmares and shit? You know, when little kids, they be sleep, and then they come to their parents, they be like, mommy, I had a nightmare. Or mommy, it's something under my bed. Or mommy, I seen something in my closet. Your kid not lying. Your kid is actually seeing some shit, because they pineal glands is wide open. When a kid is born, their pineal glands is still fresh. It's not calcified. They ain't been hit with all of, I mean, yeah, they do get hit with the shits when they born, but that barely do shit to them because their energy's so strong. And they not getting hit with all the foods and the sugars. You know, when you start over time, you 10 years old, now you 15, now you 20, eating all this poison shit, taking in all this poison shit, that starts to hinder your abilities over time. But when you a little kid, 5 years old, 3 years old, all that shit hasn't hit you yet. So you still got all that fresh energy from the cosmos. That's why kids be having imaginary friends and shit. And to the people out there, if your kid got an imaginary friend, be careful of that. You need to talk to him about that. Like, who are you seeing that's your imaginary friend? What do he look like? Can you draw him? You feel me? Because kids will do that for you. They be seeing shit. You know, as the saying goes, kids and animals can see spirits. So, you know, these beings, think of the movie Monsters, Inc. When they used to sneak through the door and shit, the door was what? Portals. They were portals. These reptoids, they have the ability to open portals, but on a local scale. And what I mean by that, they can only do it on this planet. They can't make a portal and go to a whole different planet. They ain't got that ability. That's why they trying to take they trying to take the black people genes and shit, because we the only people on the planet that got the ability to open portals naturally from planet to planet, galaxy to galaxy, star system to star system across the universe. Where you think the fucking Mayans went? Niggas like, oh, the Mayans is up and disappeared. No, the fuck they didn't. Them niggas was so ascended, them niggas hit that Doctor Strange. If y'all think of the movie Doctor Strange, them niggas hit that hand motion, opened that shit, went to a whole higher plane, and they was like, we'll watch from here, nigga. Everything that's finna happen after us, we know it's finna be some fuck shit. So, you know, these reptoids can kind of do the same thing, but on a smaller scale. And they use this ability to go in antagonize children. They go antagonize children, you know, whether, you know, they actually do something to them and they sleep, or they just, you know, trying to strike fear in them so they can feed off that energy. Like in the movie Monsters, Inc., when they scared the children and the children screamed, the little tank would fill up with red liquid. They could have chose any other color. They could have chose white. They could have chose black. They could have chose yellow. They could have chose blue. They could have chose cyan. Goddamn it. Purple, but they chose red. The tank literally filled up with red liquid. That's adrenochrome. That is blood. And that's what these reptilians feed off of. They can feed off you energetically, but since they are able to take on physical bodies now, this is where you get the body jumpers. Go watch the movie Body Snatchers. Reptilians is the real body snatchers. Them niggas can snatch your body for real. That's what they showed you in the movie Get Out. The movie Get Out wasn't just a nigga taking your pineal gland and replacing it with his. No, they was also showing you what these reptoids do to you too when they can hijack your pineal gland. So these, like I said, since these beings have real bodies now they want to have some fun. Now, the reptoids, they not really into all the fucking like, to a certain extent they is, but that's not their primary focus. But reptoids, they do indulge in a lot of sexual orgies, but they mainly indulge in a lot of blood rituals, sacrifices, all that shit, because they're literally reptiles. They're carnivores, but these are a different type of carnivores. These ain't I mean, shit, an alligator will clap you up too. So what make this nigga? What make a reptoid? If there's a reptoid humanoid out there with intelligence just like us, if not even greater, what makes you think them niggas wouldn't eat us? Them niggas gotta eat too, just like how we gotta eat. But just know them niggas don't eat plants like us. Them niggas eat meat. Pause. So now, like I said, with these real bodies, now they can really feel what they really been wanting to feel. You see what I'm saying? Because you know these beings, these reptilian beings, is not really physical as people try to portray them. Like these beings can only move from the fifth dimensional plane, which is a part, or they move on a different spectrum. Put it like that. They move on a different spectrum, an electromagnetic spectrum where you can't see them, whether that's infrared or ultraviolet. But these beings, like I said, they not really physical. And like I said, that's why they hijacking these bodies. We wonder why they cloning bodies and doing all this, doing that, all that, because they need them motherfuckers so they can indulge in the physical acts. The same way you came down here to experience the physical life, eat, shit, fuck, sleep, gamble some money, I don't know, smoke you some weed. You know, everybody came down here on earth to live their physical life the same way these motherfuckers want, even though they were banished from that shit because these some tyrannical beings, they managed to make their way up in this bitch through us. And now they're able to feed physically. That's why so many children come up missing in America. 800,000 kids come up missing in America every year, and those are documented children. We're not including undocumented children. So we can bump that up to about a cool 1.7, 2.2 million kids go missing a year in America. Where are they going? So many people are dying every day in America. No graves are being built. Where are these organs going? Where are these organs going? All that blood, organs, pineal gland. We talk pineal glands at that, brains, whole brains. Nigga, do you know how powerful your brain is? We be coming up with some of the smartest shit every day. And sometimes, you know what? It surprises me, but sometimes people can use their brain to do the most dumbest shit that I can't wrap my head around. And that alone is still amazing. So, you know, this is a powerful tool up here. You feel me? And they just gathering that shit up like it's nothing. And they feast. And they experiment and they clone. They use all them genetics to clone shit because reptilians are very, very, they are very advanced when it comes to genetic experimentation and engineering. Altering shit, basically. Taking it from its natural state and synthesizing it into something else. They are very cold with that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And these is the beings that are in the Epstein files. That's why they don't want to release this shit. And even like what I said with the alien shit, they rather tell you that Greys is real before they tell you reptilians is real. Because everybody talk about reptilians now. See, back in the day, nobody want to talk about like that because, you know, it wasn't popularized. But now reptilian shapeshifting, everybody be like, oh, nigga, you want them reptile people? Everybody be like that now. So, yeah, you know, it's popular now. It's reptilian shapeshifters. It's a pop culture thing. Put it like that. And like I said, you know, they would rather tell you those are real instead of the reptiles. And that goes to show a lot because if they tell you that those things are real, now everybody gonna know for a fact that, okay, if these motherfuckers are real, they're in our government right now. What the fuck should we be doing? So with this UFO file shit releasing, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. And to the people, like I said, I gotta give a claps to the people, bro. I gotta get a claps to everybody out there, y'all. All y'all, everybody out there that's out there on the internet world, bro. I gotta give props to this human society because niggas is not letting up off them Epstein files. Everybody making memes about how niggas is coming up with distractions to distract us from the Epstein files. When niggas making memes about the Epstein files to keep that shit in your brain, that says a lot. Niggas gotta make memes to keep this shit around so niggas don't forget. And niggas ain't forgot. And they gave us something. See, if they would have gave us the UFO files in 2015, man, the whole world would have been turned. Nigga, everybody would have been around this bitch like this. Like, nigga, what? Them bitches out here? But they waited 10 years too late. They waited 10 years too late. Bills is high. Them aliens ain't finna help me pay my rent. Them motherfucker P-52-47, they ain't doing shit. The shit we seeing flying in the skies, I don't even know if those are manned crafts, to be honest with you. I think them might just be some kind of drones or scouting crafts like that are controlled by AI from some kind of bigger ship that we can't see. Who knows? But they ain't helping niggas down here with the gas prices. Nigga, gas go down from $3.60 to back to $4. Then the next day is $3.80. Then it's back to $4 again. Might go to $5. Who knows? Niggas got more shit to worry about than aliens right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Where's these kids going? We still trying to figure out where all these babies going. Ooh, and not to mention, hold on, let me play this clip real quick. Let me play y'all something real quick. Let me, hold on. Ooh. Y'all heard about that? Y'all heard about that Disney incident? That Disney, what was it, a cruise ship or some shit? Hold on. Let me see. Arrest. Here we go. I'm spelling Disney so fucking wrong, bro. Here we go. Woo, this some. I ain't got my headphones. Hold on. My headphones. I ain't on the computer. So let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can turn my headphones on. Turn my headphones on. And them hoes is kind of loud. It might just be loud enough to where y'all can hear it. Let me see. I don't hear shit playing. What happened? Oh, cause my mic in on my computer. Let me see.
Story we told you about earlier this week about several cruise ship employees.
Let me put this blunt out. I gotta lock in real quick. Let me see if I can hear this. Let's see if I can hear this. I'm gonna put my mic, like my phone mic, right next to the headphone. Y'all got the headphones on right now, so y'all listen for me.
We have an update for you now on a story we told you about earlier this week about several cruise ship employees who were detained at the Embarcadero 2 weeks ago. Customs and Border Protection now says it was part of an ongoing child pornography operation. CBP
Disney Cruise crew members
from several ships. It found
come on now.
Of them were involved in
this ain't got enough coverage, gang. This ain't got enough coverage. That's why they released them UFO files, my nigga.
Passengers and migrants groups.
I'm about to damn near break my headphones. Let me be careful.
Demanding more answers as to why the crew members were detained right off the ships.
Disney Cruise crew members. That's why they don't want them Epstein. That's why they don't want them Epstein files out. That's why they gave you them UFO files. That does not have enough coverage right now. The only coverage that it's getting is through Instagram. Instagram everywhere. Everybody posting that shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad. Shout out to the people, bro. Now I see the rise. Niggas is rising. The Kundalini energy is really shooting up there. Niggas is really, you dig? Niggas is really locked in, and I'm proud of that. You feel me? It gives me a good feeling that the future might not be as fucked up as we think it is. The future might not go as fucked up as we think it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, like I said, how many was arrested? So let me look at let me see if I can pull up the news article real quick so I can read the article. Y'all know I gotta get detail. I'm like an old nigga. I gotta read the details, nigga. On how many people. Fuck. Okay, here we go. 28? Damn. Allow ads on New York Post. God damn, is my ad blocker on? Let me turn that bitch on real quick. My bad. Hold on. I can't read it to y'all unless I pause this bitch. All right, so here's the article. We don't Western Waste Management. God damn, get this shit out my screen. There we go. Disney cruise ship staffers among 28 arrested in massive. I don't even want to say that word. I don't even want to say that. Operation. You see it. Read it for yourself. Families hoping to make memories on a cruise were unknowingly surrounded by alleged child predators. We live amongst these motherfuckers. Working aboard the ships, according to law enforcement officials. U.S. Customs and Border Protection boarded 5 cruise ships, including a Disney cruise, docked in San Diego between April 23rd and April 25th as part of an ongoing child sexual exploitation material enforcement operations. A CBP spokesperson told the California Post. This is the ship. This is the ship. Disney been on that fuck shit. Y'all know them Disney show. He said, I don't mean to get off topic, but what do you think about the Viltrumites? What I think about the Viltrumites, I ain't gonna lie, them motherfuckers cold as fuck. They cold as fuck. I wish they was like the Saiyans. You know, the Saiyans probably washed them, but yeah. Viltrumites kind of, they kind of interesting people. I'm not gonna lie to you. They kind of interesting people. To a certain extent, them niggas, you know what's up with them Viltrumite niggas. There's some niggas. That's what them is. Anyways, but yeah, Disney been on some fuck shit. If y'all know all the shows that they've been putting like symbology or like sexual shit in fucking Disney and shit like that, and they movies, you know, famous movies and shit like that. Passengers aboard. This is a picture of the passengers. So yeah, after boarding the vessel, interviewing 26 suspected crew members from the Philippines, 1 suspected crew member from Portugal, and 1 from Indonesia. Officers confirmed all subjects were involved in either receipt, possession, transportation, distribution, or viewing of material. I ain't gonna say it, but they was viewing that material. And the CBP spokesperson said, CBP canceled their visas and these criminals are being removed from our country. The spokesperson continued. Fuck that. Them niggas need to be tortured on a day-to-day basis. We read enough of that. We read enough of that. So that's why that the UFO, notice the same day they dropped this shit. When did they drop this? This was today, because I seen this earlier today. No, this was 2 days ago. My bad, 2 days ago. So notice 2 days ago, well, this is all in the same time frame. Days been flying by like a motherfucker anyways. Let's just say in the same time frame, this shit comes out. Now they want to come out with some UFO files. No, Sway. See, I told y'all this shit gonna come to light. These babies gonna get free, nigga. They got no choice. They trying to beat the sun with this technology shit. They trying to keep the people sleeping in fear. Oh, here go a new virus. Oh, no, virus on the ship. We don't give a fuck. If you kill me, you kill me, nigga. I'm not taking whatever fucking you give me. We seen the incident with the Pfizer, the Johnson & Johnson, and what was the Moderna. Yeah, I ain't forgot them niggas. We seen what that did to people. We seen what they just gave niggas some shit. Niggas said, oh yeah, it takes 7 years for a vaccine to be official to the public. They whipped that shit up in 1 year and said, here you go. Niggas don't even know what the fuck you getting. They just said it's some spike proteins. You don't know what's in that shit. And notice, right before COVID happened, Jeffrey Epstein was talking about he wanted to seed the human race with his DNA. Who knows? His shit might have been in them shots. And then they already released the emails with Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Gates in the Epstein files. They was talking about how they were going to try to plan a catastrophe, a controlled chaos, which was COVID. You think that nigga ain't had his hand in that shit some way? This nigga working with one of the most richest niggas in the world, Bill Gates, who made Microsoft, nigga. And Bill Gates, you know, he bought up a lot of farmland. He which means he's genetically modifying the fruits. Remember, Bill Gates released all them mosquitoes. He released all them GMO mosquitoes. Remember when mosquitoes used to be brown? All mosquitoes that I remember growing up, they used to be brown. And then as I started getting older in like my teen years, then the motherfuckers was black and white. They had like the zebra stripe. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm like, man, I don't remember these bitches looking like this. And them bitches hurt. Them bitches bite you. That shit be itching for about 30 minutes to like an hour or two. Them brown mosquitoes, they bite you one time. That shit itch for about 10, 15 minutes, then it's done. That's the shit I be talking about. That's not normal. And then these motherfuckers transmitting all kind of Zika virus, AIDS, and HIV and shit like that. Don't think that mosquitoes can't transfer sexual diseases, because they can. They can. He said booster shots 3 times. Oh, don't get me started on boosters, nigga. But yeah, I would rather fight, if any virus they come out with, I would rather fight that than whatever they try to give me. They be like, oh, we got this for you. I'm good on that, coach. I'm good on that. Because whatever that shit is, it might kill me. It might make my heart, I might start, who knows? I don't know what the fuck these niggas got going now. Then you got these AI data centers. They're not telling people about these AI data centers that they're just magically popping up everywhere all across the goddamn country in very important locations, specifically where water is at. And you know, these AI data centers are polluting the air bad as fuck. Go look at Memphis, for example. Out there close to Raleigh, Egypt, Elon Musk got an AI data center like not too far off. And it's making air pollution so bad that it's causing motherfuckers to go to the hospital for respiratory issues because of that pollution. And niggas still not stopping it. So and then you got the ones out there in the West, California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. You know, all out there they making data centers, and it's draining the shit out of Lake Mead. Or you know where what two lake? It's two important lakes. It's Lake Mead and then hold on. What's the other jump? Hold on. Damn, is Lake Mead and this? I think it's another lake, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Yeah, let's look at this shit. There we go. So I think it's another lake, but I can't think of the name off the top of my fucking head. But here we go right here. So let me show you. This is Lake Mead, a very important lake right now. And it's literally been this supplies how much water? I mean, not how many people. This supplies power and water to 40 million people in the West. Lake Mead. And that shit's drying up right now. That shit's drying up. It says May 2026. That shit is at 1,054 and 76 feet. Capacity 35% full. Trend declining with over 6 feet of drop reported since March 2026. Expected to decline further through the summer months with potentials for new record lows below 1032 feet by November 2027. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is cap. This shit is gonna be gone by November 2026, probably, bro. And that you know, that lake, you know, they got them, they got them the Hoover Dam, Hoover, whatever you call it. But they got hydroelectric generators in there. So basically these generators work off the energy of the water, pushing this thing in it. This thing gets pushed by the water and it creates kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy is transferred into electric energy, and then this electric energy is dispersed to the people to have their powers in their homes and shit. If that lake is gone, that's 40 million people with no power and as well no water. And they not telling niggas about that shit. Like real important shit that we need to be focusing on, because they fucking up the planet and climate change. And then the AI data center they just built, you know, not too far from Lake Mead is draining it even more. Because these AI data centers require a bunch of fucking water. They require a ridiculous amount of water to keep they CPUs and GPUs cool. Because, you know, they use the water for their cooling systems and shit. You know, to all my computer geeks, y'all know that shit. But yeah, this some wild shit. So, like I said, you know, just be prepared for what's to come in the coming days. I mean, not coming days, coming months, maybe potentially coming years. I just see a lot of shit picking up quicker than it should. You see what I'm saying? Lake Mead, put it like this: Lake Mead drying up is the equivalent of the Euphrates River drying up. You know how they say, oh, the Euphrates River dry up? It's fallen angels under that motherfucker, and they gonna come out and some shit like that. You know, that motherfucker, they don't want that bitch to dry up. Niggas gonna go into famine. Niggas ain't gonna have no water and shit like that. It's the same as Lake Mead. Think of if the Mississippi River was to fucking dry up. Whoop, I ain't gonna lie. And niggas is cooked. That whole... And then Colorado River stretches all the way down here in Texas. Because we got a lake street from my house called Lady Bird Lake. And it's connected to the Colorado. It's basically, they call it Lady Bird Lake, but it's really a big ass river like that stretches all the way up north to all the way to the very north of Texas, going up to like Arkansas, shit like that, you know, going to Colorado. And it's the Colorado River. I'm like, damn, that bitch stretch all the way here, nigga. So, you know, we just gotta, y'all pay attention to the other shit, bro. Pay attention to the environment. I'm gonna be honest with you. Fuck all the other shit. Pay attention to the animals. pay attention to nature, pay attention to the environment, pay attention to the sun and the type of flares that we're getting, pay attention to the ozone layer and the electromagnetic field of the earth, because it's literally being like fucking ripped off the planet, so all this solar energy can hit the planet. All these light codes can start flooding in and start activating people's DNA, junk DNA as they call it. It can start activating people's DNA again so they can remember what the hell going on here. Because all your DNA is just a bunch of memory. It's just a bunch of memory. That's all it is. It's no different than a computer. You got all that gigabytes of memory. And, you know, 1 gram of DNA holds 215 petabytes of data. And how much, let me see, what is 200, what that translate to gigabytes? Hold on. Oh shit, my phone about to fall. How much data does? Hold on, my bad, my phone about to fall over. Yeah, 1 gram can they say 1 gram of DNA can theoretically store roughly 215 petabytes to 455. I don't even know what the fuck a exabyte is. That's gotta be like a lot of data. That's like what, maybe trillion gigabytes, I think. So yeah, that's like a trillion exabytes. That's a lot of fucking gigabytes, nigga. You can download GTA 6 and your DNA and 1 gram. That's just 1 gram of your DNA. You can download GTA 6 probably like a million times over, bro. So think of all the information that's in your DNA that make up your body, who you is, your spirit, your soul, your cosmic memory. You feel me? Your dreams, your astral experiences. All that is from your DNA, nigga. That's you. And all that is being recoded, reprogrammed, because your DNA is nothing but code anyways. And the sun can alter your code through the UVC radiation, because UVC can mutate DNA. It can cut through DNA. Ultraviolet frequencies can cut through DNA and change the code. It can edit it. It's like a gene editor basically. And it can delete shit. It can change shit, or it can just keep shit the same. Like, oh, am I gonna edit this? No, I'm gonna leave that alone. You feel me? So those 3 things can happen, and that's what the sun is doing right now. They not telling niggas that. So actively right now, as we speak, your DNA is being altered 24/7, 365 every second of the day, because the sun is emitting a different type of radiation that these people ain't never seen before, that NASA and them can't explain. Them white folks can't explain to you. They can't explain that to you. And that's why the coronavirus, coronavirus was changed to COVID. It was changed from coronavirus to COVID. But when they seen people was on the internet talking about, oh, the coronavirus is about the sun is emitting a different radiation, blah, 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 blah. You feel me? They say, oh, we gotta change the name up quick, because now they gonna find out. They gonna realize this ain't a real disease. That's why niggas was getting sick the way they was getting sick in 2020. Everybody was getting sick. You wasn't getting no disease for real, bro. That was the sun altering your DNA. And it was giving off a radiation that you wasn't used to. And if you look up something called ARS, acute radiation syndrome, or what is it? Hold on. Ionizing radiation. That's what it's called. It's a high energy form of energy, including alpha particles, beta particles, gamma rays, and X-rays, capable of detaching electrons from atoms. Ionization. So while useful in medical imaging, cancer treatment, and industry, it can damage DNA and cause severe health issues like cancer or radiation sickness. So that's the one thing I never got. Why the fuck do they use radiation to try to cure cancer? I'm like, bro, ain't you just add more cancer to them niggas? I don't know. I ain't no certified therapist or doctor. I just feel like nigga fighting fire with fire ain't the solution all the time. And then let me go to ARS, acute radiation syndrome. That's what it's called. Acute radiation syndrome or radiation sickness is a life-threatening illness caused by high-dose penetrating radiation exposure to the entire body within a short time, usually following nuclear or radiological emergencies. Initial symptoms include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, followed by a latent phase and then severe illness. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, bleeding, dehydration, hair loss, and skin burns. You know, headaches. It's like the fucking muscle fatigue, muscle ache. That's like the same fucking symptoms as COVID. So that's why niggas was getting sick back then. And when niggas was like, oh, the coronavirus, the sun virus. Yeah, the sun emitting a different energy that some niggas can't take. And them niggas the sun is revealing who's really amongst who. Who is really the real, who's the real and who's the fake. The show is over. The masquerade party is over. Everybody gotta take their mask off and show who you really is. And the sun gonna do it whether you like it or not. So that's what that was all about. And they tried to cover that up with a fake ass and told everybody to come get these because they knew the sun was gonna start healing people. They knew the sun was gonna start sending in a different frequency that's gonna activate your gamma waves from your brain. It was gonna put you on a gamma wave frequency. But you know, niggas went and got a bunch of people when they got them shits in the booster. Now to the people that's partially buyout, you might be you might be good. You can, you know, I be hearing niggas say you can detox that shit. You feel me? I don't know. I ain't get them bitches. I ain't get tested. None of that shit. I ain't been touched by that shit. You feel me? And the crazy part is I was homeless during COVID in the shelter and shit like that. So it was crazy. I didn't get sick not one time, which is very interesting to me. But as soon as a nigga get a home and shit and start getting around these bots and shit that be, you feel me? Nigga working and shit, I'm good. I'm chilling now, living life. Now I'm out of nowhere, you know, winter come, you know, this fake ass winter shit. Nigga come, everybody in the city gets sick and now I'm getting sick. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah, miss me with this. Hit me with some turmeric, ginger and all that shit real quick. You feel me? So, you know, because I rarely get sick. So it's like, you know, that it's just strange to me, you know, how certain shit be playing out. But yeah, you know, when that shit came out, people started catching on to that. They hurry up and change the name to COVID. It's like, we got to change this shit. And we got to inject these people with something so it prevents them from receiving whatever energy is coming from that sun. And you know they just whipped some shit up together. Because the shit came out quick. It came out quick. A vaccine does not come out that fast. It ain't even a cure. It's just a vaccine. It's just to help you prevent it from catching it again. But you can still catch COVID again even after you get the shot. Same way you can catch the flu again after you get the shots. They be lying to niggas. We don't even know what the fuck they putting in shit. They just mixing some shit together and then putting it in you. And we gotta come to a halt with that. That's why everybody moving towards the herbal route now. Y'all see everybody getting back into the herbs and this, that, and the third now. Everybody telling you, get your parasite. You see everybody on the Instagram and shit. Get your parasite cleanses, parasite detox. We gotta get these parasites out of us. Cause niggas is now finally realizing the real healing is gonna come from nature in the sun. Now you see them chemtrailing hard as fuck now because the people waking up. They chemtrailing hard as fuck, boy. They do not want that sun out this 2026. I kid you not, bro. It like the past 2 weeks, it's been like it'll be sunny every now and then, out you know, every other day out of the week. But they'll cloud it up, but it'll still be hot though. That UV still be busting through them clouds. That shit still be hot. So, you know, with the sun, you know, they trying to block that shit out like a motherfucker now because they know there's new energy that's coming in. My buddy said, he said, what you smoking? I was smoking that gas, but this a little clack 'em out, my boy. But what was I about to say? Yeah, notice they chemtrailing hard as fuck now. When you look up, you just see them busting them motherfuckers. Because they trying to stop the UVs from hitting the planet because that shit hurt. It hurts them. That shit feel good to me. You ever go outside? When y'all go outside and y'all sit under that sun, you can't tell me that shit don't feel like a hot shower. You know how you get in a hot shower, that bitch be feeling good. You don't want to get out. So when I go out in that sun, I feel the same thing. I be like, God damn, this shit feel good. But you know, I can bear, you know, they be chemtrailing hard as bitch and the bitch out here in Texas. I'm like, what the fuck going on? But it still be hot though. You feel me? But they can only, you know, they can only last so long with doing that shit. They can only last so long with doing that shit. So, you know, you got the sun doing what it's doing. The electromagnetic field is being removed. The children, these operate. Y'all gonna start to see how many sickos is in our society doing all this child pornography shit, these child rituals. You gonna notice. For fuck's sake, you got motherfuckers. It's probably some people out there right now. You got motherfuckers in your own family that's on weird shit with children. In the Epstein files, we want the rest of them bitches. It's supposed to be like another 3 million, 5 million pages that ain't been released. They only gave us the first half. We need that second half. Like I said, we are going through certain phases of disclosure right now. But your third eye gotta be open to not be fooled by the narrative they're gonna paint. Because they're gonna try to paint any narrative possible. Any narrative possible to not make themselves look like the bad guy. Because that's all they doing. They know the whole government knows they're fucked. They know they fucked. All they doing is just stalling us out. That's all they doing. The government is collapsing on itself in real time. Y'all see the shit. Niggas trying to fake these wars and say, oh, we finna go to war and do the da 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 da. We don't give a fuck. Y'all are collapsing, my nigga. The dollar is collapsing. All dollars across the world are collapsing, bro, because they're all fiat currencies. You can look it up. The whole globe is on a fiat currency. I'm like, how the fuck that works? So nobody's shit ain't backed by no gold. You mean to tell me China ain't decide to back their shit, back their shit with some apples? You mean to tell me Britain didn't decide to back their pounds with silver or something? Like, nah, bro. Everything is on a fiat currency. Ain't nothing backed by shit. I'm like, how the fuck the whole world on monopoly money? We all on monopoly money. And that shit can only last so long. And the reason why I say it can only last so long, because when the human will starts to lose its I wouldn't even say power, but when you start to lose your interest in putting your human will in his money, when you learn that you don't gotta kill for money, when you learn that the money is already fake, it starts to collapse their monetary system. You got people that don't even want to buy and shop shit no more because of the shit they finding out about the world now. Niggas want, got people doing boycott strikes. You see that? I seen the Amazon shit. I seen the celebrities go to the bots went to bot gala. Yeah, I see the Met Gala shit. And then the shout out to and notice it was a black elder being projected on the screen, talking to them celebrities. I know them bots seen that shit. They seen that grandmother on that screen talking about how y'all got us slaving away in these Amazon warehouses while y'all making trillions of dollars, nigga, going to an event. A satanic event where y'all finna go to these after parties and have another orgy and summon y'all demons. Bro, this is all they fucking do with our money. Remember, this is with your money. I don't give a fuck if niggas be like, oh, well, they ain't taking it from you. Nigga, we're spending money with you. We spending our hard-earned money with your companies, nigga, only for y'all to take y'all money and do fuck shit with it. I can see if Amazon took money and started using that money to build more windmills, plant more trees, make eco-friendly fucking technology. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? They do some shit that benefits the planet, not fuck up the planet and fuck society over. That's all they doing with the shit. That's our money. Think about it. And don't get me started on the government. We pay these bitches with our tax dollars. Every time I get a check, give me them taxes, nigga. And that shit going straight to them. That's all of our money combined into one source given to the government. And look what the fuck the government doing. Oh, here you go, Israel. Gawk, pause. But they gawking the shit out of Israel. Here you go, another 45 trillion. Here you go, fucking Ukraine. Here's another 100 billion. Oh, Argentina, I heard you need a couple 900 billion off our people dollars. Like, ooh, I wish I could choke. Ooh, I wish I could choke some of them old fucks up in there. Boy. And then motherfuckers still be like, oh, you should vote. You should vote. Vote for what? Yeah, that's like asking me, do I want Frieza or Cell as my leader, nigga? No, I don't want neither of them niggas. Because they both on fuck shit. Niggas asking me, do you want Jigsaw or Freddy Krueger as your president? Every time a nigga asks me to vote, that's what come to my head. Do you want Darkseid? Who in the? Oh yeah, do you want Darkseid or Thanos as your president? Like neither of them niggas, neither. I ain't gonna lie, maybe Thanos. If he eliminate all half of the bad niggas and keep all half of the population of straight good people, now we talking. I ain't gonna lie. But nah, you get what I mean though. Like niggas be asking me to vote. I'm never voted. I ain't never voted a day in my life, and I will never vote until I die, bro. I'm sorry. To my old people out there, to the old black folks, I'm sorry. Y'all be like, damn, but you so young. What is voting doing for us? What has it done for us? They be like, oh, well, your votes count in the local office too. Nigga, the locals that's the federal's bitch. Anytime the state has to do something, they got to get the federal approval. Whether niggas don't get that or do get that, it don't matter. It's just all one big orgy at the end of the day with these motherfuckers. It's just one big orgy. They all in bed together. The corporations and the goddamn politicians is in bed together, nigga. With the reptilians and a couple of them grays, nigga. Like, damn, that's all it is. It's just one big orgy going on, bro. And they just trying to mind fuck society and they losing control of the people's minds. They losing control of the people's minds. They can't control. They see people as waking up. People see it through the bullshit now. People is calling out the bullshit. And it's really Gen Z. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really Gen Z and the millennials that's calling out the bullshit. Cause we the ones that's been trying to tell our parents what's going on, but they didn't see his shit. You feel me? And then you got people that was in our parents' time. That was trying to tell them shit, but they was calling them crazy. Oh, them motherfuckers crazy. Don't listen to him, kids. Don't listen to him. Don't let that motherfucker crazy. He don't know what he talking about. Don't listen to him. That's what they was doing. And motherfuckers was staying compliant. But now we have a generation that is non-compliant. And if you think Gen Z is bad, wait till Gen Alpha gets old. Wait till these babies that's 10 years old, 8 years old. Wait till they get into their 20s and shit. They're gonna be 10 times more. I'm telling you. You think Gen Z is popping how we popping right now? Nigga, we already about to push into unk stage, nigga. It's over with. Let Gen Z, we finna let Gen Z have, I mean not Gen Z, we finna let Gen Alpha have at it. Cause we already know to step out the way. Cause see the was it Gen X, the baby boomers, whatever you call them, all them Gen X, baby boomers, and the silent one, I forgot the other ones, but the old motherfuckers, see, they was always standing in our way. And we have to move these motherfuckers out the way. But see, when Gen Alpha, when it's time for them, we ain't even gonna do nothing. We just gonna, you got it. We already know what y'all finna do. Y'all finna fuck the rest of this shit up. Y'all gonna finish this out. They gonna finish this out. Gen Alpha is our future. And we can't let our future be fucked over by a small group of people and non-humans that's controlling the planet, bro. It ain't even that many of them. I'm gonna be honest. Well, when we talk about the other species, there's plenty of them. But when we talk about the elites, motherfucker, we just gonna keep it on the 3D scale. When we talk about the elites, it ain't that many of them compared to us, bro. He said they don't even lie. They don't even lie about what they would do. They just my bad. Okay, bad. I was reading it wrong because I need to lift my phone up a little bit. There we go. They don't even lie about what they would do. They just go vote because they know people stupid and happy to get that punk ass I voted. He said, shout out to the woke ones. He said to get that punk ass I voted sticker, bro. Ooh, and it's, I ain't gonna lie, like, I try not to go hard on the people that vote, bro. I try not to go hard. I just want them to see the truth. That's all. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, I feel bad. Like, they really think they making a change and they not. It's like the voting is just, it's like the NBA, bro. It's literally like the NBA. The NBA is fucked up because of sports betting. That's why the NBA rigged now. The voting shit is just rigged by the CIA and the Mossad. It ain't nothing we can do about that. We can't make no bets on that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe the corporates, they can make bets, but we can't do nothing about that voting being rigged shit. That's the CIA doing that shit. So when it comes to the voting shit, I be, they really want to change. Those people really think they making a change. You feel me? And you know, at the end of the day, they innocent in their hearts. Not all of them, but you know, most of the people that do be going to vote, they innocent in their hearts, bro. And they just really want to change, bro. They really want to change, but it's you know, it's gonna take some fuck shit happening now. Like you see, the Voting Rights Act just got removed. That got black people like, okay, we don't really give a fuck. We already know that vote don't do shit for us. That's the conclusion we came to. Majority of black folks now is Gen Z. We make up this shit now, so we don't give a fuck. This shit ain't did nothing for us. And the millennials too as well. And you know, even some, you know, you got a lot of white folks trying to speak up now. They're like, oh, this shit wrong, but don't fall for the okie doke. You know, white folks only like to speak up to try to reel us back into something, bro. All this shit been going on for this long, and now y'all want to start acting like this, you know, just like I seen a video today, this Caucasoid girl. She was speaking about how they used to eat us and do this and do that and da 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 da. I'm like, bro, this shit been, and we've been talking about this for how long amongst our collective? You got motherfuckers back in the 50s and 60s was telling us they was eating us, but you know, I mean, I guess now it's new news. You feel me? This new news for these motherfuckers. This new news for them. And don't think, and I'm just be honest with you, don't think speaking about it now is gonna give you some kind of redemption or you know, reclamation of innocence. No, that shit already said and done, and we're still being fucked over today. He's saying, yeah, they would throw you in a psych ward for UFO aliens. My bad, I had to read. I'm just not reading your shit. My bad, bro. Yeah, they'll throw you in a psych ward for UFOs, aliens, shit. Not no more. The government, shit. We might as well throw the government in that motherfucker. But yeah, though, you know, this shit ain't nothing new, bro. When it comes to the shit that's been done to black, we been knowing about this shit. My granny been told me about all the fuck shit that was going on, nigga. You feel me? These motherfuckers was bringing their kids. Remember, let's not forget Caucasoids. Y'all was bringing y'all kids to lynchings. Y'all was having what they call, where do you think picnics come from? Listen to the name picnic. Picnic. Yeah. I'm just saying. Let's be $1.50. Picnics. Go pick. And we gonna lynch him, and we're gonna all sit, eat, and watch. Well, no, actually, we're gonna sit and watch, and then we're gonna take his body and feast. And they were bringing their kids to these events. Trying to genetically pass down that ideology and mentality on them innocent spirits. Cause see, y'all gotta remember, racism, you ain't born with that shit. You're taught that shit. Hatred, you're not born with that shit. You taught that shit. How to rob a nigga, you're not born knowing how to rob a nigga. You gotta be taught how to rob a nigga. You gotta be taught how to cook that shit up. You gotta be taught how to make music. You're not born with that shit. You might be born with the love of music, but you still gotta be taught on how to make the shit. You're not taught how to slap a mug. I mean, you're not born I'm born with the ability to slap the shit out of. No, you gotta know how to use that hand to slap a motherfucker. Like that's what I'm getting at. So when they be having them babies, them babies don't know what the fuck going on. But as they get older, they continue to instill it in them. Yeah, those people, yeah. They instill it in them. And then they get older, then they have kids. And then what they do, they instill it in those kids. But you got some of these, don't get me wrong, you do got some of these Caucasian kids, or, you know, a lot of them Gen Z now. A lot of them was like, nah, we ain't rocking with that. Something off here. It's something that y'all lying to us about with these people, because they don't really be doing shit. Like, don't get me wrong, my people be doing some crazy shit, but at the end of the day, it's only in our neighborhoods. Black on black crime does not affect white people. So I don't even know why white people even try to speak on our own crime with black folks. Niggas in the hood shooting each other. How's that affecting y'all when it's in the hood? Y'all ass in the suburbs away from the shit. Now, like, white folks be complaining about us like we just be bothering them, and all the chaos is happening in our hoods, in our cities. What? I digress. Other than that, all I gotta say is, don't let these niggas fool you. They came out with the UFO files and all this bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Stay on their necks with the Epstein files and these babies that are missing right now. They got AI. They can track anybody they want down right now that's doing all this fuck shit. They can lock a nigga up 100 years moving some bricks, but you can't lock a nigga up 1,000 years that's in the Epstein files. And they said they not gonna lock anybody up that's in those files. Think about that. They not gonna lock nobody up, but y'all don't even got the right to have a police force no more, to be honest with you. Y'all don't even have a right to have a government no more. You're not gonna lock up nobody in them files, because you know they know it's their own people, but y'all still out here actively using ICE to get rid of immigrants and using the police to antagonize niggas, arrest niggas. Nah, miss me with that. Free all the niggas that's locked up on weed charges. Free all the niggas locked up on drug charges, cuz. Free all the niggas that's locked up on gun charges. If you ain't got, I ain't gonna lie, if you killed niggas, you just a serial killer. You need to keep your crazy ass in there. Anything outside of drugs, cuz, and scamming, you just trying to get some money, nigga. Hey, free them niggas. I'm gonna be honest with you. Free them niggas. But all the other crazy niggas that's on weird murderous and crazy shit, keep them in there. But yeah, y'all, they don't deserve to lock nobody up no more. They don't deserve to judge nobody in court no more until they judge these Epstein motherfuckers first. That's how we should be moving. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna say all that on live. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just know these pigs. Any of these pigs pull up on me on that racist shit, they gonna get what they need. They gonna get what they looking for. I'm gonna just say that. Because at this point, they have no right to judge anybody out here, bro. Not even you. They have no right to put you in a court and judge you. I mean, if you did some fuck shit though, get your ass up out of here. But nah, if they pull up on you on some racist shit or on some light shit, like your tail light was out, or your license tag expired, or you got some weed in your car, or you got a gun on you that ain't registered. You feel me? Man, fuck that. Nah, nigga, you going what? Fuck that. You ain't even locked the niggas up that's out here egregiously raping children, nigga. That's in them files. And y'all trying to judge a nigga because he got his license tag expired, or because a nigga violated his probation. Man, I love y'all, man. Y'all stay in tune like always. Don't let these niggas paint this fuck ass narrative, bro. They showing y'all their true colors now. They getting more racist with this shit, and they just removed majority of the black motherfuckers out of the government seats in Tennessee. In Memphis. So now Memphis finna get fucked up with a bunch of racist shit. Get ready. Y'all about to see more and more of them. We're going back in time. We're going back to the 50s and 60s. Nigga, we're going back in time. Everything is reversing right now. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be at the end. So get ready, y'all. We finna get back in those times again, because Donald Trump finna start enacting that shit. Because they know that we God's children. And they know that it's time. It's time for the home to be restored and the new earth and the new heaven to be built. By who? By the engineers, nigga. The scientists. The real scientists. The real engineers, nigga. The real oracles. The real healers. The real warriors. Not these niggas. Not these niggas that we see right now. They're fucking up the world. So them niggas gotta get up out of here. They gotta get cleansed up out of here. And they don't want that. So they feel like, okay, well, we finna attack these people then. And we ain't do shit to them. We already fucked up. And y'all just keep closing in. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all don't know who is watching right now. We on the big screen. It ain't just these P-52s and reptilians. It ain't just them watching. That's all I'm gonna say. We is on the big screen right now. We are on the big screen right now. And y'all know we not alone. So all I'm gonna say is, they can keep doing this shit, showing their true colors, trying to close in on and get back on that race shit. Want to get angry miles? Y'all want to go in the streets with AR-15s? We'll get on wartime too, nigga, because we ain't never been scared. Black people ain't never been scared of shit, nigga. We don't fear nothing on this earth. Nigga, we be ready to die in the hood just for killing each other. And once the young niggas get a realization of that, they like, shit, why should I fear anything else out here? Y'all, woo. Wartime, nigga. That's all I must say. Wartime. I love y'all. Y'all stay in tune like always. I'll be back with another one. One Love Make Universal. Love y'all. I'm out. Whoa.